Hi my friends, welcome to Biblio On. I am Didi and today I'm coming to you with a TBR video, what I'm hoping to read in May. I haven't done a TBR video in so long and I just think I'm actually very super amped and it's more than just like these tempting things. I'm very set on reading these books for my TBR this month, so I really want to share with you all, see who wants to buddy read, who wants to join me. So let's get started. The first book I have for you is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. It came out last year, but I think I'm only seeing a lot of people talk about it this year. And the central, or one of the very notable questions in the book is, with infinite choices, what is the right way to live, or how can you live without regrets? And it follows Nora, and it's her last day on Earth, and she finds herself transported to this library where she finds books on each of the ways her lives could have been different. So she's lived her life a certain way, but each and every volume or book has in full the perspectives that, the paths and the journeys where she could have found herself. So if she'd chosen a different career, if her breakups had gone a certain way, if she'd made really different choices. It's magical realism. I love magical realism. The second book I have is Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. And when I tell you I am not okay, this might be bittersweet, but mostly just bitter because the Brown Sister series is coming to an end. This is the third and final book. The first two were Get a Life, Chloe Brown. The second was Take a Hint, Danny Brown. And this one follows the youngest sister, Eve, who has been a bit of a mess. She wrecks someone's wedding, and when I found out this was the premise of the book, I'm kind of like, okay, which sister could possibly be getting married? No spoilers. And then her parents are like, no, you really need to get it together now. Compose yourself. So the hero in this book is Jacob. So Jacob is very much in control. He's reined in. He's a B&B owner. He's always in control of things. So when Purple-haired Eve walks in and says, may I please have a chef job? He's like, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no way. So Eve accidentally hits him with her car, and then his arm is in a cast, and she says, okay, well, maybe I can help out around the B&B. And sooner or later this kind of enemies to lovers thing is thought out, and we take it from there. The third book I hope to read this month is The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's the third book in the From Blood and Ash series. So it started off, enemies to lovers, hate to love. It's high fantasy, very original, very great world building. There are gods. Side note, there's the gods in these three books. They're getting their own book. I think it's coming out like late September, if not early next year. So I'm not going to tell you the premise of this one because you're 3 books and there might be spoilers. But with the first one, you follow Poppy, who is, it's basically a chosen one trope. She's a maiden. She is destined for something, some great purpose, since birth, for her kingdom. They're going to do something with her, or she's meant to climb up to this great destiny. You don't really know what, and that's what this book is about. You finally get, I think, a revelation, an understanding on her purpose, on her destiny. She herself gets it, and I think some questions are answered. So Poppy, as the maiden in the first book, she was veiled, she was robed, she was always covered up, she was under constant guard, surveilled, isolated from everyone else. And because she's this person that's destined for this great purpose, she needs the gods. And one of them is Hawk, who finally doesn't see just the maiden, this great kingdom savior or something, and just sees copy the person. The last book I have is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. It is the 5th book in A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this one follows Nesta, who is Feyre's older sister, and Cassian, one of the inner circle Fey warriors, and in this one the threat is, it's post-war, so post everything that's happened in the third book, whoops, and in the third book, and the threat now is the mortal queens that are on another continent, so it's not where all the courts are. And we follow Nesta, who was made and transformed into High Fae, and we see how she deals with the trauma of that, how she was forced to become from human to High Fae, and how she comes into her destiny and her power, and the way in which she came into that power, how she was made into Fae, the impact it has on her life now, and what she can do with it, considering the new kind of world that they're living in. So yeah. Oh, and I'm just saying, I'm gonna go into this with as much of a clean slate as I can possibly go into it with. Cassian was an absolute fave. Nesta, not so much. I cannot say that for a minute she was someone that I found tolerable or even sufferable, but really I have from very good sources that this is a redemption story. I have shut myself off when it comes to these, actually this, because they've been out for a hot minute. I only just got them recently. If I get a whiff of a picture, something, the word, even if it's referred to in someone's mind miles away, I just shut down. So yeah, I hope that I get to these are chunky monkeys. I hope that I get to them, and I hope that they are everything I wanted and more. So let me know, have you read them? What did you think? Please no spoilers. People, I will come for you if you spoil this for me. Let me know what you thought on all these things. I think I have two: fantasy, a contemporary romance, and adult fiction with some magical realism. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you very, very soon. Pick up a read and Biblio on.